Alright, I was gonna watch some episodes of Justified, but we gotta do one more video tonight. So let's do this last game we played against Vassil. Starts on an opening reply. So this is apparently wrong after the deuce point gets made with the 5-4. I don't know what the hell it could be. I guess it's that. I mean, I suppose that, that would have been my guess if I had thought about it. But, so I guess when they make the 2 point, don't be splitting. Even when they have no builders with fours. Good to know. I'll probably continue to mess that up for a while. The double kill was bad. I thought it might have been. Yeah, this is the play Vassil and I talked about. The better play is to make this anchor and then just kill once. Yeah, so that's easy enough. We move on. A lot of blunders in this match. I got an advanced rating and he got a casual player rating because I think it was a cube error that was just gross. So we'll get there when we get there. 4-1, he just played it down. That was the second best idea, but a much better idea is 4 there and 1 there, which actually I think I recommended or at least thought of on the video. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like we just have so many bad because we have to play the 4 or the 5 in. So say we roll 5. I guess it's only 5-1. That's bad now that I think about it. But, you know, like 5-3 leaves direct shots, 5-2 leaves shots, so on. Plus, this just gives you so much more flexibility down here, so much more opportunity to make the bar, or make this point, or this point, the 20 or 21, in case you can't see my mouse for some reason. Yeah, so it's split there. Alright, that makes sense. So, let's move on. This is again on him. This is the move he played with the 5 deuce. And these are relatively close. None of them are awesome moves. It's not a great roll is the problem. But the better idea is just run all the way from there. I guess that is because, as we went on to see, when he plays this deuce down here, I have a ton of freedom to exploit that. As we would go on to see in these next couple of turns. And that's what I probably should have been doing. Whoops. Yeah, this is... that's probably what I should have been doing. And apparently... Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because it's bad. Sorry, I was having trouble figuring out this. The best move by far is double kills. Even though he's got a 4-point home board, because he doesn't have the 4 or 5 made, and I have so many builders, and he has an extra blot, double kills is the way to play this. So that's interesting. And that's like when we talked about on the video. We've seen this now in a couple of videos today, where having the 6-3 deuce 1 points made is not great when you have no hope of making the 4 and 5. It's so much more valuable to make your home board from the 6 in to the 1 in order, ideally. So yeah, so double kills there. It looks aggressive just because obviously if he hits perfect, if he rolls in with like 5-3 or something, and I have 2 on the bar, this is not a great position, but he's doing that literally 1 in 18 times. So otherwise, we're fine. So that's the right idea. Cube error from him. He cubed here, and it was not a cube. It was no double and an easy take, even though he has 58.7% win equity. Only 10% gammon equity, and not a solid enough position to be cubing. Like after this turn, he's gonna most likely still have at least 1 blot exposed, and I do, I'm only down 16 in the race. A little ambitious here to be a cube, and I did take it correctly. 3 deuce. This is definitely no good for the same reasons. As prior, when he plays this deuce down, I can exploit that. Because it's just impossible for him to kill when he has 2 blots in his home board. Not impossible, but he's going to have to think long and hard about it. So we move on. This one is on me, a 5 deuce. This one was another tricky roll. And I thought the 5 was clear. Let's see what the computer likes. The 5 was clear. And it likes stacking more than it likes leaving the exposed shot. Interesting. And then it likes this next best. Oh, so just make the ace point. I definitely, if I'm making a point, I want to be making the 3 point. These were the two. I didn't consider... I considered this move and this move. No, I didn't even consider that move. I considered this move and this move. So I didn't even consider the best move, because stacking just looks so ugly. I'm not sure why, when he has 2 here. I guess it's to avoid the deuce 6, which is just disaster, but again, that's only 1 in 18. If I have this hanging loose down here, and the 3 covered, and he rolls the deuce to kill there and the 6 to kill there, I still am shooting at 2 blots, so I'm not sure why stacking is best. That seems like another computer move. Okay. Me again, 6 deuce. I just played from 11 to 3. These are all very close, but the best move is deuce down and 6 to cover. I guess that does make sense. Sort of. I would, if he only had 2 here, I would definitely understand why, because it's important to be blocking 6s from this point, from the 5 in my board. And I wouldn't think he'd want to break the midpoint to kill with an ace, but when he has 3 and he could, you know, roll, most aces are good. Anything but ace deuce leaves him with a builder bearing down onto this point. But I guess that's the idea, is make this point, block 6s, and this is effectively a midpoint anyway. And the other idea was make this and just slot right here. So yeah, I guess this is a pretty powerful point if I'm able to play these so freely. 6-5 here. And the better moves were to be saving 6s. Rather than playing both of these in, the better move is to play the 6s by comparatively a big margin. So save the 6s there. I think saving 6s is often smart. Let's see, 6-4. This is another gross one. I felt like I didn't want to play both of these down. And I wasn't sure what else to do, but I did, in retrospect, oh, I remember hating this move after I played it. It was actually the second best move, somehow. But instead, this is what we want to be looking at. Yeah, same idea. I saw this move immediately after I played it and hated not having played it. I want to leave this point intact instead of this point. And this 4 slotting in here is going to be beneficial down the line, because that's an important point to be making, of course. 3-1. I just covered. That was actually the 3rd best move. I remember us just brushing over it. The better idea is just 8-4. Okay. I guess the idea behind that is... Oh, that makes a lot of sense now, actually. This is interesting. If he rolls 2 numbers bigger than a 3, he's just gone anyway. So when he doesn't do that, I'm going to get a shot. Like, I think he went on to roll a 6-1. He did go on to roll a 6-1 next. I have my shot anyway. I might as well have this point ready to be brought in on, if possible. And even if he kills, who cares? Because it's really easy to get back in and keep coming around and killing him. So that makes a lot of sense. We have a bad... Oh, and this is quite standard. I offered a cube here, and this is clearly a terrible take. I mean, this is once again not nearly as bad of a take as I thought it was. He's only losing an additional like instead of just losing the 1 point, he's losing 1.2 points when he takes. I thought it would be like 1.7. So there you go. Definitely a pass, and he recognized that, I think, if I'm remembering correctly in the video. And the rest of this was just technique, and it doesn't look like any of us made any big errors. And I got, yeah, what are you going to do? This is, okay, we can roll through it, see how this played out. And I just want to race. Yeah, easy game. Alright, so thanks for checking this out. Maybe if I can't sleep tonight, I'll do some more, I'll play some more. I guess that's pretty likely. Who knows? No guarantees, though. Alright, thanks for checking this out. Sorry I always ramble at the end of these videos. I never know how to close. It's really awkward. Alright, peace.